Fan Leach. Oh, he's here.
I'm the man now, ain't I work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player, they call a player mayor. What you talking to?
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Commanders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Open man right side is Ingram. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Darnold. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And some room to work. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be there. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll go option to the short side. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. It'll be an 11-yard pickup. He does it himself, and it brings up second down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. He'll get this complete to Board. And he'll be brought down at the 27. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
This is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
They're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Seven yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Throw left side complete. That's good one. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Darnold down to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running off tackle with Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to... They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The slot man in motion right. Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Washington on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Darnold. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd down, Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. But it was a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. As like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, they're saying we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Working with a 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving? Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple.
2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second down and 8. Back to throw, Darnold. Left side, he finds Pierce. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now Darnold going to take it and just back this one forward to his wideout.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Darnold. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect.
That was
and
karma.
This remains a 13-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
That makes perfect sense, Madden.
10 yards.
Run up to run back, not go for the
A
ball.
lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 2nd and inches, Prescott flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Looking to throw, Prescott. Looking deep downfield. He's got him in, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
That was a great read.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is indeed good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The passing lanes are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Play action now, Prescott.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Prescott yet again. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line.
The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. A give left side to Cook.
And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They're dropping for a second straight play.
It goes as a loss of 6.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Micah Parsons has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over first and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Darnold. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Oh no, that's killing the clock, bro. I'm just trying to run a play.
Angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will
I
walk
look
it off. And he says it went out of bounds
I look at your defense and I read, and then I pick my play. I audible a lot.
This is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning.
Half of it is I'm lagging
and
too.
helping their team.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Prescott from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for it. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott now. He's going to look deep for more. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Fourth down, Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Sliding, and he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Darnold taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
Oh, he faked it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Wow. It's not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
No.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it.
Kobe turned around. That's another pick for you.
This second half, no points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing, Prescott.
Oh, no way. Oh, my God. Oh, I baited it perfectly.
Washington's 29-yard line. Forget the run on.
Did you high pass it?
They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
I guess it's just over his head.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Prescott to throw it.
Throw right side complete to Dotson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick.
Oh, no.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
hand it off.
He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Yeah, I'm lagging for sure.
David Ajabo in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
From the 50, it's Darnold.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
They had a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold.
He finds Pierce. It's complete. Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Darnold.
That's complete to Pierce.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire now off the option.
And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Washington, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's, dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know a way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoil little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way and it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? Why would I?
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. snooze.